Hey guys, welcome to this week's live stream. My name is Alex with Helixx Sports. Today we're going to be taking a look at some inspirational people who bravely overcame their difficult circumstances. Helixx Sports is, we host these live streams every Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Central Time, so be sure to tune in again next week. The theme for today, people who have endured hardships. We're going to listen to their inspiring stories, and it should kind of give you guys a reason to wake up tomorrow and give everything that you have, because their circumstances are incredibly difficult. So kind of take a second to think about where you're at and where they were at when they were doing what they were doing and what they were accomplishing. So the first person that I want to show you is called Paul DeGelder. Paul was a Navy diver on a mission when a bull shark swam up from underneath him and attacked him. You can see these photos. You can see that he's missing part of his arm and his leg. Hey Cody, thanks for joining. Hope you liked the live stream. So Paul had to swim back to the boat with only one arm and one leg, anticipating another attack at any moment. He finally made it back with his teammates, and they were waiting to give him first aid. As expected, recovery was hard, but Paul refused to give up. The Navy told him he would never be a clearance diver again, but within 6 months, he was working back at the dive school. If he can be attacked by a shark and bounce back like that, then you should ask yourself what's holding you back. One of the ironic things about Paul's story is that he discussed that he used to be afraid of sharks, and he also had a fear of public speaking, but now he goes and travels the world talking about his experience, and talking in front of people on stage about sharks. And then he's also works with different people who film and shoot for Shark Week documentaries as a consulting for those divers and stuff. The second person I want to show you is Bethany Hamilton. She's commonly known as Soul Surfer. She was bitten by a shark, and I think sharks are dangerous when you encounter them, but otherwise they're only isolated incidents, so please don't be afraid to go surfing now because of these two stories. Bethany wrote a New York Times best-selling autobiography titled Soul Surfer, which was then turned into a movie in 2011. On November 1st, 2003, she was attacked by a 14-foot-long tiger shark. She managed to escape, but the tiger shark had already taken her arm. She thought that she would have to end her career and that she'd never be able to become a pro surfer. Only 26 days later, she was back surfing, and within a year, she had entered her first surf competition with only one arm and placed 5th, showing the world that nothing could hold her down. In 2007, she became a pro surfer and has since become one of the leading surfers in the world. She has won lots of competitions over the years and was the first woman to compete in the Rip Curl Cup padding event. Okay, the third person that I want to show you, his name is Nick Scott. He says the one thing that you can gain when you lose everything is perspective. So when Nick was a 16-year-old kid, he was in a traffic accident and it almost killed him. He was confined to a wheelchair from then on. At first, he was depressed and started to put on a lot of weight, as you can see in one of these photos. Then he decided he wasn't going to let that stop him from living out his dreams. There's the photo. So he put on a bunch of weight and decided that he would change that. So he began working out and powerlifting competitively. He started winning bench press competitions and helped develop the IFBB Pro Wheelchair Championships in 2011, and he even helped in getting the IFBB Pro Wheelchair Division added to the Arnold Classic in 2016. So now he's a professional bodybuilder, wheelchair ballroom dancer, author, and motivational speaker, and he didn't let his accident ruin his life. He kept persevering and reached all of his goals, and then some. So finally, I want to show you Jesse Owens. He's a famous American track and field athlete, 4-time Olympic gold medalist in the 1936 Games. Owens attributed the success of his athletic career to the encouragement of Charles Riley, his junior high school junior high track coach at Fairmount Junior High School. Since Owens worked in the shoe repair shop after school, Riley allowed him to practice before school instead. Affectionately known as Buckeye Bullet under the coaching of Larry Snyder, Owens won a record 8 individual NCAA championships, 4 each in 1935 and 1936. Though Owens enjoyed athletic success, he had to live off campus with the other African American athletes. When he traveled with the team, Owens was restricted to ordering carryout or eating at blacks-only restaurants. Similarly, he had to stay at blacks-only hotel, and Owens did not receive a scholarship for his efforts, so he continued to work part-time jobs to pay for school. Really outstanding, remarkable considering the circumstances. Owens achieved track and field immortality in a span of 45 minutes on May 25th, 1935 during the Big Ten meet at Ferry Field in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where he would set 3 world records and tied a 4th. At the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin, Owens achieved international fame by winning 4 gold medals, including the 100 meters, 200 meters long jump, and 4x100 meter relay. He was the most successful athlete at the Games, and as a black man was credited with, quote, single-handedly crushing Hitler's myth of Aryan supremacy. You can see in one of the photos that he's standing there at the top. It's just passed. But he has won his gold medal, and there's another gentleman, another person standing beside the podium giving a Hitler salute. So this is the reality of what he went through. Jesse Owens had a lot of hurdles, no pun intended, that's different, to come both on the field and off, but kept persevering to become one of the greatest Olympic athletes in the world. And if you want to be the greatest, then you have to keep going and be dedicated to your craft. So really inspiring stories. It's always nice to kind of see people excel even in the face of some terrible things and some really scary things too. So that's it for today. I hope you guys found some inspiration and motivation from this, and these powerful people are incredible, and I'll be thinking about them the next time I start a new project or the next time I'm in the gym, because damn, it's pretty inspiring. While you guys are here, I want to let you know that we have a Facebook group, and I'm going to post that in the comments. So if you want to go join our Facebook group, that will be there in the comments. And it's called Fitness Accountability Buddies, where you can kind of hang out with us and ask questions. You can post any interesting articles or any things that you want to ask questions about. And if you want help getting on track with your fitness goals, then kind of outline what your fitness goals are, and I can help you out with that. Also, please check out our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com, type in Helixx Sports. You should be able to find us. We're putting out lots of great new content. We've got some exercise videos coming up soon. So be sure to subscribe and sign up for notifications. We have a blog at medium.com/@HelixSports. And you can also sign up for our monthly newsletter at helixsports.com. Go down to the bottom, put your name and email in there, and you'll get a newsletter every month, the first Friday of the month. So thank you guys for watching. Please have a good day, and I will see you guys next week at Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. Central Time.